I have a classic closet. Do you too? But I also want to look modern. Well, stay tuned because today we are talking about how to look modern this spring with a classic wardrobe. Hello and welcome to today's video. I'm so glad you've joined me. I've got a great one planned for you. We are going to talk about how to turn that classic closet into modern outfits for this spring. Today's video is sponsored by Nordgreen. Nordgreen is a Scandinavian watch brand based in Copenhagen, Denmark. Their timeless, simple, and minimalist designed watches are the creation of award-winning designer Jacob Wagner. The watches are crafted in Danish-owned, union-certified factories, and they're shipped in eco-friendly packaging made up of upcycled plastics and FSC-certified cartons through carbon-neutral transport. When you purchase a Nordgreen watch, you can choose to help support one of 3 give-back programs that Nordgreen contributes to on behalf of their consumers. You could donate to 2 months of clean water to a family in Central African Republic, or you could donate a month of education to a child in India, or you could even help preserve 200 square feet of rainforest in Latin America. I chose Nordgreen's native white dial watch because I appreciate its clean lines and classic aesthetic. I chose the gold watch band because I love the way it adds a little gravitas to the simplest outfit. But the bands are designed to be easily interchangeable. So I also got a brown leather strap to add versatility to this classic timepiece. Nordgreen has generously provided my viewers with a code so that you can receive 15% off your order. So in order to receive your discount, be sure to access the Nordgreen website through the link provided in the description box below, where you'll also see the promo code. I want to thank Nordgreen for sponsoring today's video. I think this is a perfect combination because Nordgreen creates beautiful, timeless watches, and today we are talking about that timeless closet that you own. We're going to be talking about how to turn those timeless classic pieces in your closet into very modern outfits this spring. Now that can be a challenge because sometimes with classic pieces we can start looking a little dated. But the truth is that true classics are indeed timeless. They hold their value. They continue to look beautiful and stylish even through the years. Now let's talk first about what classic is. Classic means that something it stood the test of time. Like over time it has proven to still be in style. Also, when something is classic, it usually has very clean lines, it's very simple, it's very pared back, not a lot of fuss. There aren't those details that would date it, so you continue to look timeless as you wear it. Now, let's think though about some of those things in your closet. And as we do this, as I go through some of the classic pieces in my closet, I want you to think about yours because I have some tips to give you that might help us turn that classic closet into some modern outfits. My first tip for you is simply to remember that just because something is old does not mean it's classic. Oh, I hope I didn't step on any toes, but honestly, I have to share that with myself too. There are things that I have saved in my closet over the years, and I hold on to them thinking, oh, this is a classic. Actually, it's not. Sometimes there are things in my closet that I just hold on to because I like them. But when I really start thinking about it, I realize that's not a classic. That's just something I like. So let's be aware of that. Let's think about what really is a classic. I'm going to walk through this and see if this resonates with you. First of all, a classic, there are things that are classic in the genre, but they may not be a classic piece. We all know that a denim jacket is a classic. I mean, it just is. Denim jackets have been around for years and they are classics. This one is a Levi's trucker jacket. It really is the iconic classic denim jacket. Now, if I had a denim jacket that had ruffles or that had lots of distressing or that had patches of some sort, it would lose a little bit of its classic nature. So this is a classic because it truly has that pared back look. It doesn't have anything, no bells and whistles are added to it, right? So remember that just because there's a classic genre doesn't mean that the piece that you own in that genre is necessarily a classic. So that's something we have to do first, is we have to decide, is this really a classic, or is it something I'm just holding on to because I like it? Now, a next piece that I have that's a classic in my wardrobe is a trench coat. Now, I have several. I actually have a camel full-length one, but I love this black, shorter trench coat. It is by Ralph Lauren. Now, here's another common mistake that we need to make sure we're not making. Ralph Lauren is a classic design house. But you better believe that every year Ralph Lauren also produces some very timely pieces, some things that are more trendy. So just because a piece has that Ralph Lauren label in it doesn't necessarily make it classic. This trench coat is, but be careful of assuming that something that has a classic label is also necessarily a classic. The next piece I have is a white t-shirt, and I truly believe this white t-shirt is a classic because it has those classic lines. A crew neck may be even more classic. My V-neck, though, is definitely still just as classic and easy to wear. It's timeless, and it's so versatile. So this is definitely a piece of a classic closet. When you're trying to identify classic pieces, I would look for the same elements that I just named a while ago about my Nordgreen watch. They're simple, they have clean lines, they're pared back, there's not a lot of fuss. So that white t-shirt definitely fits the bill, as do my beautiful pumps, my just nude pumps, I think are so classic, and they definitely fit that bill. Also, these beautiful leather loafers are certainly classics. These are an updated classic. They are very modern, but they are still that classic lines because there are no bells and whistles here. My next tip is when you are adding classics to your closet, because if you, like me, love a classic closet, then you probably do want to add those classics as you go. My best tip really is to get as high a quality as you possibly can in these classic pieces, because of course they're not going anywhere. These are the ones that you want to be able to have in your wardrobe for years, so you want them to have high quality. For instance, these black pants that I have, they are so classic. They're just a straight fit. They're a wonderful fabric, a high quality fabric. They have kept their black hue through several washes. I've worn them for 3 years now. So when you find something that's a good quality, it does not have to be expensive. It does not have to be name brand. It does not have to be from an expensive or extravagant store. But we do want pieces that are well made, well tailored, that have those nice details. I love a good classic cardigan. Some will tell you that they're out of style. I disagree. They are classic. In fact, I'm wearing one today, even just with a very relaxed, casual outfit. I actually have on my joggers, I'll show you in a minute, and a t-shirt. But this classic cardigan is not going anywhere. I look for things like how well are the buttons sewn on? Do they come with extra buttons? Is the color consistent throughout? Do I see loose threads, or is everything sewn well so that it all lays down beautifully? Another classic piece I have that I think is very well made is my chambray shirt. This is timeless. I can wear it year after year. In fact, I do. In fact, this is one of those pieces that I wear in my wardrobe year round. Now, when it comes to jeans, it's kind of hard to describe exactly what classic is because jean styles change throughout the years so often and so drastically. But if you really want to wear classic jeans, then I would suggest that you go with a straight leg jean. These are just long, full-length straight leg jeans, and I'm going to show you some ways to wear them to make them look a little bit more modern. Now, also, probably maybe a boot cut jean would be fairly classic. Those have been around for years too. And if you are the kind of gal who just wants to stick with your classic jeans though, I think a straight leg or a boot cut is so flattering almost every figure. I'm going to show you that I'm going to wear these rolled up a little bit. Showing a little bit of ankle is very modern. Now, my next tip is that when you wear classic pieces, be sure to pair them with modern pieces. So these are my classic chinos. They are even in that classic khaki color, that nice dark khaki that is timeless. I can keep these in my closet for year after year after year and wear them. They're just a straight, kind of a full leg. I can roll them up at the bottom or not, whatever I want to do. But it's really how I pair these that's going to make them look modern. So you'll see me pair them with something just fun and fresh and youthful, and I think that really is the trick to wearing these. And also things like footwear, handbags, scarf, and jewelry. Modern choices in those areas also can really make these classic pieces look like they are so current. A classic pair of white pants is a must-have for your spring and summer wardrobe. Now these are a long, full leg. They have a crease in the middle of them, a nice waistband with belt loops. I would say these are definitely classic white. They are really kind of an ivory white, which I also love. They are that well-made white pant that is going to go with so many different things. One of the ways I'm going to make this look very modern is simply by the things I pair it with, pairing it with the colors of the season. Then my last tip for how to wear your classic pieces in a more modern way is to occasionally choose and add to your closet an updated classic. And that is what, so updated I even still had the tag on it, that is what this camel jacket is. Now a camel blazer is so classic, but this one is updated in that I've chosen one with a longer length. It has a longer length. It's obviously a very modern fabric. It has a really nice drape to it. So occasionally I do think if you really want to wear a classic wardrobe, you're going to want to choose an updated classic, which honestly may not last as long. I may not be able to wear it 20 years. I may only wear it the next 5 years, but it will make that classic wardrobe appear more modern as I start putting outfits together with it. All right, so that was a look at just some of the classic pieces in my wardrobe. Now I want to give you a little style show and let you see how I put some of those together. Well, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Wasn't that fun? Taking those classic pieces in our closet, making some modern choices so that we can look modern this spring with our classic wardrobe. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done that. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this today. Don't forget, Nordgreen has so generously given us a code, a promo code, and it is in my description box so that you can save on your purchase at Nordgreen. I know you're going to want to check them out. I'm so grateful to them for sponsoring today's video. I hope I'll also see you at my blog. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'll see you there. Have a great week.